Hi and welcome to my channel, Des Create. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're tuning in now, I thank you so much. If you're tuning in later, I thank you so much. So I will be picking up from where I left off yesterday. I have put my bottom on my mannequin back there, so she's sporting my look for the time being until I finish my top to go along with it. So I've been keeping myself a little bit busy during the weekend and mentally working on my project. So I have decided to use the last two frills that I cut prior that I was going to use for the leg piece, but being that I have a shape, a pretty distinctive shape on my leg pattern, on that it goes a little high in the front and then more fabric in the back, so that would not give me my 3-inch clearance of my frill that I wanted throughout that piece. So that's my reasoning why I decided to eliminate that last frill. My creations always work like that. I go along and what the piece says and how I feel about it, I just go with the flow, don't swim upstream. So yeah, now we have sleeves for a top to go with that. So I'm gonna use these two. I'm gonna just drape it across. I'll show you how I'm going to do that when I get to that. I just want to show you what I've been working on this weekend. So I'm going to use this strap. I'm going to make another one because I need two, and I'm going to anchor these here on the side of the piece, and I'm going to use it to fasten the piece because it's going to sit pretty freely in the back. I want it to kind of flow, not kind of flow, I want it to flow because it's frills. So I want it to flow in the back, and I don't necessarily want to use the frill to fasten it in place because we don't want nothing jumping out or anything like that, because I'm planning on using this on my upcoming bachata video. I know I've been holding off for a while with this one, but yeah, I just want it to be the best that I can before I put that out. And I feel like this piece would look very lovely with the choreography that I have made for that bachata. So yeah, so I'm gonna finish up with this, and sometime in this week I'm gonna show you guys how I made this, and it's just some lovely little flowers. And I have 4 of my stitches like what I did here on my frills. I tried to mimic that but turning it into a flower pattern. So this was made using another design from another YouTuber. I was gonna write her name down so I could share that channel with you, and I totally forgot. But yeah, I saw that being made. She used a different stitch. I needed not needed, but I wanted bigger flowers, so I just upped the stitches, the size and the amount because I wanted it more robust. So yeah, I just did my own spin on it. So today we need to cut out the strips that will go alongside that frill pattern and wherever else I need it to connect. So I've decided to use this here, and from this I'm going to try to cut 2 sets of strap out to work with from here. And I think I decided on 1.5 inches, a little bit less, it will be in some areas, but that is okay. So I'm going to get back to trying to straighten out this hair. I'd like to thank you once more for joining me. Whenever you're viewing my videos, I am so grateful. If you'd like to join along, please share your projects with me. I would love to share that on my social media. Makes me very happy to know I am inspiring people to do some handcrafts. It's wonderful time spent. especially when you get to use your creations. By far, that's my most favorite part. Okay. Some area might be a little bit smaller than others. Or I might... I'm gonna go for the 1.5 inches. So let me meditate a little bit on that to see if that's what I really want. Okay, pretty bulky. If I do 1 inch. Yeah, okay. So I'll just go with my biggest point that I have here. Not too straight, but that's the mark I'm gonna go with. I'm just gonna run my measure alongside while I am cutting. There's different method to this. You can mark it and then come back and cut. You can use your tape as I am doing and just cut along. You can use a cutting wheel if that is more easy for you, or that's how you like to do it. There's no right or wrong way. And for this, you could pick whatever size you want to work with. You could make the band a little bit smaller. You could make it a little bit more chunky. That's the beauty of creating your own designs, because you're free to create. Yeah. So now I have this. I'm just going to open it now, and I'm going to fold it over in half, as so. Just let them ends meet. I'm just going to put my scissors between it, and that's my halfway point. And I'm just going to keep doing that, putting it together, scissors between, and cut. I just keep going and cut this entire piece in half, and then I'll have 2 pieces to work with, and I think it might be enough. If not, I have some more over there. I can always come back and cut some more. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. I sure am. Every day I wake up and I give thanks. Morning time is the best time to give thanks. Just be grateful for another day. So I'm wearing one of my pieces today, as I've been trying to wear only my creations on my live stream. My first creation I made was not as flattering, but I have gotten better over the years. I keep pushing myself, trying new things. Almost at the end here. So last week when I measured out for that top, I decided I was going to have 9 inches between each quarters, and I have 4 quarter, or else it wouldn't be a quarter, right? So I have 4 sections on each frill, and I've decided that I need at least 9 inches between, but bear in mind that it stretches, so it doesn't necessarily needs to be, this will be more than enough, I believe. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily needs to be 9 inches because it has double the stretch capacity in the fabric. We're working with a nice cotton spandex mix. It's very nice to work with. I can't say how to use it, if it's nice to wear it, because I haven't as yet, but when I do, I'll let you guys know. Oh, always love that first sip of my mate. Wonderful, wonderful. So I have my tops here, and this was the first piece that was cut when this project was started. This was the center of the circle, the circles that are now sitting back there on that piece. So this was connected on this rim here, and now this will become the top. So I have decided to keep this end here where it's folded over. I'm going to keep that on the outer layer so I don't have to sew or do anything. I'm not going to touch that area. Now this area in here and this area down here, yes, that's where I will work. Here I need to give it a little pucker. I want a little gathering on it there, so I'm going to do that with needle. I'm just going to measure out. So let me grab some string down there. Excuse me. Okay, let's take this out. Deal with that later. I say later, but it will be today because I am hopefully, yes, going to sew this, or at least start to sew it today. So I'm going to double up that yarn because my stitch pattern that I want to put here, I need it to hold. I don't want it to move. I'm just making sure it's equal. I'm gonna fold it over just to find that center. Let me just get my chalk here. Just gonna give it a little indentation there to mark my center, and then come back over it with my chalk. So that's my center. Now I want to see just how much I'm working with down here. I have at least 12. Okay, so we're not going to take off too much. I'm going to go 1.5 this way and 1.5 the other way. I'm just going to mark it there, and then I come over here and mark for 1.5. So that's my points that I'm going to work with. Okay, I'm going to really get in there and mark it really heavy. And I'm just going to use that as my guideline to mark this piece. So I just want to set up my patterns together. Don't want it to touch there as yet. Line it up as best as possible. Alright, now I'm just going to use pressure. Yeah, and get a nice little transfer there, slightly but enough. There we go. So now I sew. So I'm going to start from one and end to the other one. And I'm just going in and out, in and out. Not too close to the edge to rip out of the fabric, and not too far in to use up too much of the fabric. So I get to that last point and I pull my needle out. Now I want to see how much gather I want in there. I'm just going to pull it all the way right now to see what it looks like. If I want it all the way. I feel like I would like a little bit more and then just distribute it. Yeah. I'll just leave it as is. I won't distribute. I'm just going to pull and distribute right here in this section. So when I started out here, I had 3 inches that I was working with. And I took it down to half the size. I don't want it that small. I'm gonna take it to 2. Okay, so 2, cut, now I tie off. Okay. So I got 2 inches there. Now I will do the exact same thing to this side. So I go in and I go out, in and out, in and out, until I get to the other side. Thought I passed it just now. I was like, what? Got 3 marks there. So my goal here is the same as over there. I want it to only fit into 2 inches. Okay, I'm happy there. Pin away for now. I just want to carefully tie my knot there, not opening my frill too much or shrinking it. Yeah, I tightened my knot before it got to where I needed it, so it's not 2 inches. Gotta do it again. Okay, I think it's 2 now. It's still a little bit bigger than 2. I'm gonna tie another knot. Try to get it right. Okay. So I have 2 inches on both now. Now, the fun part. I'm gonna start to put that frill on. And I marked these frills before when I was working on it, but that's a while ago now, so I think the markings might have faded. If it has, ooh, found one. Just gonna put a pin there. I need to find all 4 points. Then, okay, that one, don't really need a pin there, but I will need it to anchor it onto whatever section it will be anchored to. I need to find 2 more. Here's one. Now I need 1 more point. And I gotta be very careful with those pins. Those pins can be mean. Makes me say potty words that I don't mean to. Very, very sorry. I apologize. Ooh, I pinned this one before. I think this was the one that stabbed me last week. Yeah. So just gotta keep an eye out for that so I don't hurt myself. So just put that aside with that one. I'm gonna bring this one out to play. Now, to get the design I need, the frill that is on this shoulder will be attached onto this part here, but not here. This exact frill will transition on the other side down here. So that's what I saw in the head. Now let's see how this translates onto fabric. So I'm going to use this as my corner down here so I have a smooth top, because it's frilly, so if the wind catches it, it will flip up. So I don't want no stitches to be showing. I want it to be as flawless as possible. It's okay. So he's gonna be here. This one gonna anchor here. Okay. So when I sew this, I'm not going to go all the way to the end because I need a section there. I need at least a 1/4 inch to sew that other frill onto it. So I'm just going to leave that now. Just going to mark there. And I'm going to line up my other marking that I have from the frill with that mark there. So now this is going to be shared. This will be up here, will be shared in 9, and this back part as well will be shared in 9. Okay, so I'm not going to try to add too many pins and too many sections right now. I don't want to make it too dangerous for myself. Okay, I need to figure out how much I have there in that cup. Okay, it's 8. So there's about there. And I had 9 inches. Do I end the frill? I had 9 inches in each frill pattern, so I think it's gonna have to be more than 9 there. Well, the rest doesn't really matter because it's pretty free flowing. Just gonna ponder on this here for a little bit. I might be a little bit quiet as just look at my piece and decide which direction I'm going to take it. Thank you so much for joining me. Whenever you're tuning in, thank you. Thank you. Very grateful to have you. So right now I'm just fixing my frill onto my cup of my top. Where's my pen? There's the pen. Put a whole 9 there. Can work. There. Okay, I think that can work. We'll still have the 9, it'll just be shared differently. Okay, so I'm gonna end this first set of frill in line with the tip of the cup. I'm just gonna put my pin there for now, so I know that's where that section ends. And put this string together so I can work with it a little bit more easier. Need it all in one place rather than flying around. That looks like it's shared nicely. I feel satisfied with it. So I'm just going to put some anchor pins now to hold them there in place for me. I'm just gonna put 2. I think that's all I need. Okay. So our strap. I'm gonna find that middle now. My middle is here. So I'm gonna find the front of the fabric, and I'm going to line that front face first onto it, so I have the front and the front together. Is that what I want? I think I'm gonna go the other way. Yeah. So I'm putting my front onto my back panel instead. So I'm just going to use those same pins to anchor it down, but let me turn it around so you can see what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull that fabric a little bit. So why I'm going to pull that fabric a little bit is to give this piece a little bit of resistance in the cup area, so instead of it puckering out or anything like that, it will just wrap and stay flat. I'm just going to pull, and not too aggressively or anything. You want to pull it out of place. Just want to give it a little tension there. So I'm going to do that same technique when I'm sewing the frill onto this strap. That, well, I can't call it a strap, it's going to be the inner band. So in here I'm going to want to get it to have 9 inches from this pin to this pin. So this is what I need here. I need to pull, just going to pull from here. A little bit more. Went a little bit more than that. I think I could get away with an 8. I'm gonna do 18. Only because it stretches. I like the number 8. As you could see in the choice of my channel name, there's create. Thank you so much for all of my subscribers that have subscribed to my channel. I thank you so much for being a part. If you're new, please subscribe if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. All is well. You could tune in and just watch if you want to as well. You don't have to subscribe. But you could subscribe if you want to. Okay. So I'm just going to pull that bottom fabric, just stretching it right slightly, but tongue-tied, just stretching it slightly on that frill. Now I will just shear that frill nicely and anchor it down with a couple pins. And I do that again. Then I do the same over here. And do this side first. So I want to get to from here to over here. And I need at least 8 inches. So that is good right there. Just going to shear my fabric now. Okay, I check again to see if I still have 8. Now I put my fabric underneath. One more time because I think I might have pulled it. Now I pull the bottom one. And I take my pin from the side and just pin the 2 pieces together. Trying to hide that pin. Reposition my frills and anchor it. I have one more section to do. No. This section, I won't anchor it onto that as yet, because that section runs on the bottom of this section. So I'm going to put that over there for now, and I'm going to bring sass out so we can sew on that piece. Oh, sorry for the noise. Let me get my machine stringed up. Ow. Okay. So I'm going to use my same setting that I used while I was sewing that piece back there, using my triple stitch setting. I'm just trying to be as careful as possible while I handle this piece with all my pins. And I'm going to start from this last piece that I pinned and go from there. Just going to carefully get my pin out right now after I anchor it in place. I'm just going to reposition my frill once more, just making sure I am happy with where it is sitting. And I would like to have 8 inches to the next pin. Yes, it's still sitting at 8. I'm happy. So now I bind these pieces together. And while I'm sewing, I'm just stretching that bottom fabric just a little bit, just a little bit. As I go along, I just keep removing my pin, repositioning my fabric. I'm just being really cautious here as I remove my pins. I like to put my pedal down just to anchor my piece in place. I thought part of my fabric jumped underneath the wheel just now. I was gonna go into a straight panic. But all is well, all is well. So I get to that last little frill there, and that's where I ended. I don't want to go no more because I need this little tip here to anchor my other frill. I'm just gonna put this away for now, just for now, and you can take a look at this. Okay. Oh, while I'm here, so this piece that I made earlier is going to be attached here onto this side, so I can fasten it. So now I'm going to do what I did over there, over here. Just going to repeat the exact same thing. Just going to lay this piece out so I can make sure that I am doing it on the right side, or else I'll have two right boobs, and you don't want two right boobs, right? Nobody got two right boobs. You got right and a left, so I gotta make sure I have a right and a left. So that's my right. Now I'm going to do my left, and here's my corner, so that's going to be here. This section here is going to run onto that one. This section is going to run on this one. So I'm going to anchor my points right now. Right here. Oh, I wanted to mark that. I need a 1/4 inch here as well to do the same as what I'm going to do on the other side. Just marking off a 1/4 there, and that 1/4 inch is going to line up with this pin, and that's where I'm going to end when I'm sewing this side here. This I'm anchoring onto the top, it just goes on the corner because I'm not sewing anything onto that except that and the border. So I'm just going to try to share that out now. Bring this into a little ball, easier to work with. So I'm just going to share this out right now here. I'm going to anchor those frills in place. 2 pins should be enough. Now I find the center. This is the front. The front lines up with the back. So when it flips over, you see the front. So I'm just going to put this underneath here. Excuse me. Let me get a little sip here. Put that underneath there. And I want to pin these two together, but I want to pull this piece just slightly to give it that little added structure to it, to wrap instead of puckered. Let me measure out how much I got there. It looks tiny. It looks really tiny. How much I have over here? You know, I got more over here. I got almost 8 over here. 7.5. How come this is so small? Did I pull it that hard? Must have pulled it that hard. Don't pull it that hard, Des. So I have to keep it full then. I swear I pulled over there. I swear I did. To back my video up and watch it again. Nah, I know I did. I'm just roughly pinning all 3 pieces together. When I get it on the machine, I'm going to space it out a little bit more better. Get it in its permanent space. So from this pin to the other side, I'm going to work with 8 inches. That's what I'm looking for right there. Okay, so that's 8 there. Just gonna space my frill out. I'm gonna accommodate that 8 inch. I done passed it. Okay, back it up. There we go. Alright. Just gonna anchor this piece on at the bottom here. Just stretching it slightly. Don't have to pull it too hard. I'm just going to give it a few pins just to keep it in place until I can machine it in its permanent space. Pull that out. There we go. Alright. Now I have one more corner. Stab that finger with that pin. Yeah, I got all angry just now. Might need me some anger management classes. Des, do not scream at your pins. They cannot hear you. They can hurt you, but they can't hear you. 8. My 8. Pull that bottom one and just anchor that corner on. I'm just sharing my pretty little frill here. So excited, this piece is so near to its completion. Can't wait to wear it. And just give it one more. Now drooping in that place. Okay, I bring Sass back now. And she's still on my same setting. Just going in to that corner area where I started on the last piece, and I'm going to do the exact same thing over here, what I did over there. I'm just sharing out again, just eyeballing it and sharing my frill. quiet. Deep concentration on frills. Almost there. I say that, but I have like 2 more quarters to go. Yeah, 2 more quarters. 1 quarter down, 2 to go. Yeah, that sounds better. All right, this part I'm gonna have to fill to here. Then I have to stop, take my machine off, and then restart it over here to give this little piece here my opening that I need for that. There we go. Back in position. Clear my frill out. Oh yeah, pretty. One more quarter to go. Okay. Guys can take a break for now. Okay. So let's see now. Hope I got this thing right. That is like that. No. Oh, there. Please don't say I didn't put it right. Did I sew the wrong side on? I think I did the wrong side. I hate when that happens. And I tried. I think I did the exact same thing that I did over here. So I kind of... that. Did I? But did I really? I know that was not supposed to be connected yet. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe I can get away with the error. My brain is burning up right now, trying to figure out what I did. See, this process is not normally live. So now it's like it's like even harder than normal. Yeah, nervously laugh. Okay. So I didn't quite figure out how I was going to have my transitional piece. So maybe it was for the best that I did sew that, because I could probably use that for the transition and then run that on the top and then put that on the bottom. Let me see if I could do that. This side, front, that's the side, and this is the front. Which one had the panel? This one had the panel, so I want to run this one on top. So this one is going to go. I'm gonna like agree with myself. I think I'm confused now. I'm like confusing myself. So let me look at what I have. I might go over. Give me the top because he looks pretty. I want this one to be the bottom because he's not so pretty. Go at the bottom. Now I see. Alright, so I think I know what I'm doing now. I think I was supposed to cut a piece into it, but I refused because I didn't want to mess up the stitch pattern that I did. I might still have to cut it, but I still don't want to cut it. But if I like really have to, then I will, but I don't want to. Back. So this one is going to go that way. Okay, so I'm going to try to pin this piece here. Wow, I'm satisfied that that two needs to be connected to each other. So my corner here, I'm just going to line up with where my stitch pattern is there, or my seal, or no, it's not a seam because the seam, or is it a seam? Yep, I don't remember sewing lingo now. The part where you join the two pieces together, that explains it, right? Hey, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I moved it and now I don't. Oh, all right. Yes. I knew what I wanted to do, but then I moved it and now I don't know what I wanted to do. I had two sections I was going to pin together. this section, I'm gonna have to like open it out again and try to find which two sections I was planning to put together. Is it those two? I guess it is because I started to pin it. So I'm running with that. I'm gonna say that is that. That is that. So I'm just sharing this frill here at the bottom. Just sharing it out. Okay. Now I think I am happy with that. I'm gonna say I'm happy with that. I'm gonna try to find my... Okay, so I can't really pull that right now, but it does have stretch. But if I pull it right now, I still have sections that I haven't sewn yet, and then I will lose those guide strings that I need to put my frill. So I'm not going to put any pressure on those strings as yet until I get everything in its place. So I'm happy with that there. Now I need to figure out how I get connection to my second piece to that piece there. I have to like stare at it. What goes where? Why is it that way? Oh. This way? No, that is... No. Did I pin it on the wrong side? No. No. I sewed it reverse on that side for whatever reason. Guess at that time I thought that's what I wanted. So I gotta run with it. That's what I got. But I am like so confused with my piece right now. I think I connect the wrong side over there. Yeah, this is already permanent. I need this at the bottom. So am I like backwards? Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to, let me just look at it real good, make sure that I do need, yeah, it's on the wrong side. That does not go there. Yep, this is live creating for you guys. What do I have here? Okay. I see. That is that. Like that. Ah! And this is like this. Over there, that, and inside, let's go I'm gonna pin it this way, guys. think I'm pinning it the right way. I think I had it the right way, but I turned it over. Look at it the other way because I thought that's how I wanted it, but it's not how I wanted it. But I believe I did pin it onto the right side. So I'm gonna go with that, and I'm going to attach it once more. I thank you so much for joining me today. I'm sorry this end part was a little bit confusing. But I thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I might confuse myself again. All right. I think I got it. Okay. So I need to attach that bad boy onto here. But I need to give that frill there enough space to be a frill. I can't I don't want to what's the word I'm looking for? I want it to flow, so I don't want to pinch it in any way there. Right, so I'm gonna try to connect there instead of here, because I refuse to cut my design to loop it through to get it to the other side. Just straight up refuse. So yeah. So I'm gonna go with this corner here first, and I'm just going to attach over here. I'm going to have to put it, I can't put it on the top because this rolls over like that. Put it on the bottom. Bring it inside. Okay. This one is going to be a little bit more special. I'm going to connect it. I should, but I can't. Ah! I bumped that elbow real good. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. So I think I'm gonna take a break, guys. I'm gonna take a short break. I'm gonna go bubble up some vittles, you know, get dinner ready for the family, sit down and have some dinner, and then I might be back at like 7. I might clear my thoughts out by then with my piece. I'm gonna try to just put it on my mannequin back there and see how I can set it where I feel happy with it, because I'm still feeling a little bit confused right now, guys. But that's how creation goes, at least here on Des Create. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so grateful to be able to share this time with you all, and for you to be here whenever you're available. Now, later, tomorrow, next week, it doesn't matter. Please subscribe, and thank you for your time. I'll catch you in a couple of hours. after dinner. Be here at 7. Take care. I see you soon. Bye bye.